drill where your opponent's here. You're directly in front. You make a little angle and you connect the seatbelt. You make a little angle and connect the seatbelt. Just walk around Maria and get these different looks. Connect the seatbelt. Connect the seatbelt. Connect the seatbelt. Connect the seatbelt. Right there. And then once you have it, it's very simple from here. Next comes around. I go near hook, far hook, pull him down, and go for the back. And finish that rear naked. Take my hooks, pull my hooks in towards the groin, squeeze my thighs, extend my opponent so that my opponent's like doing a back arch.
Have like bikes?
Yeah.
Dude, we should go on like a good bike ride.
I don't like bike.
I have a mountain bike.
Dude, hills suck in bikes, bro.
Dude.
Post-hill workout.
I'm gonna die.
We were all crying. We all cuddled.
Definitely.
We all cried.
We all died. We all cuddled. We all died.
No, cried.
Cried and died.
Are you still recording?
I don't know. This is going on Teach Me Grappling. You see that guy right there? Is that homeless man over there? That guy owns Teach Me Grappling, guys.
We're ready.
All right, let's do it. Teach Me Grappling. What's up, guys? Brian Peterson here. I've got Jesse Strader. He's back. Jesse,
Back again.
Jesse, you got a fight coming up, huh?
I got a fight coming up, March 20th, Mexico City.
All right. So if you guys ever want to see, you want tickets? You want to go to Mexico City?
Let's go. I'm your guy. Hit me
All right.
up.
All right. So today, thank you guys so much for all the wonderful comments. I had my little house issue last week with my neighbor's garage almost burning our whole house up. But thankfully, it went pretty well overall, and we've aired out the house, and the smell is minimal. So it's great. It could have been way worse. I definitely could have lost everything. So fortunately, I did not. So, and thank you guys so much for everybody that supports. So moving on. This week, we're going to be going over a back control series, and I'm going to be talking to you about the differences between wrestling and jiu-jitsu, or when there are submissions. So for you guys out there that are catch wrestlers or just no-gi submission-minded people, or you're interested in MMA or self-defense, there are differences between wrestling and jiu-jitsu or submission, whatever. All right, let's do it. He's down on all fours. In this way, they are the same. You'll have a person here, and they will be going for a takedown, like for a double leg. So he reaches up and grabs me, for example. So this is the same in both arts, whether it be wrestling or submission, jiu-jitsu stuff. So you don't want his head up. You want to bury his head and cover it with your belly, okay? Now, he still has the legs. He has no intention right now of letting go. He wants your legs and he wants to take you down. So maybe he charges forward a little bit, and I'm just kind of sprawling. Once I can break the grips and you want to go behind, in the sport of wrestling, it typically looks like this. They'll post and then they'll bring, for example, this is not everybody, but this is one good technique. You put your hand behind the armpit and then you come here to the back of the butt and run behind so that you can get behind under the arms in a sport of wrestling. And then now you're looking to break a guy down, get a 2-on-1, speaking mostly about folk style wrestling. Now in the sport of like freestyle or Greco, you're looking for a body lock. So if it's wrestling, I want to get a guy's head down, I want to run around and get a body lock. So for example, if I'm in like freestyle wrestling, now I want to like roll the guy through with a gut wrench, but that's wrestling. So we're not doing wrestling. We're working on subs and submissions. So I want to talk about something real quick that almost every wrestling coach will talk about. If they're at a high level, wrestling coaches will frequently tell their wrestlers never to, let's say I was to get his hand down, to never wrap around the waist. Because in this position, if you wrap around the waist, a guy can go wrist roll like this and roll you. Okay? And in wrestling, they put you in the Peterson position, but he just as easy could also put his elbow to the far side and then just turn towards the legs. Like that's a good way to come back on top. it's hard for me to choke him right here because he gets up on his knees. Go ahead. And then now, like this is gonna come out. You limp arm your right arm, then you're fine. So you don't want to wrap around the waist. Like they always teach, when you're here, you're doing an arm drag. Like don't put your arm here. It's dangerous. Plus, he could grab my wrist and then not roll me, but just kind of like rotate into me and pop his head out. And then now he's got my arm behind my back. Now, there's obviously like technique to that we're not showing you right now, but that's kind of a hole that can be created when you reach around. So wrestling, it's a no-no. You don't do this in wrestling. They always teach you stay back behind the butt. So come back around here. This is where the famous butt drag comes in. So the butt drag is a wrestling move. You're not supposed to grab the giblets, okay, in wrestling. You're supposed to stay away from the genitals, okay, and you're supposed to grab onto a cheek. So look at, I'm grabbing him right in the cheek. I am not putting anything in any orifices. Jesse, you happy about that?
I'm all right.
All right.
Well, I don't know, happy.
Okay. Then I'm not. And look back over here. Look at thigh, thigh right here, ankle. These are good grips for going behind people. Yeah. Okay. Really good solid holds. And again, there's nothing wrong with the butt. Some people put their radial bone right in the crack, but without grabbing anything, and that'll give you a little jolt. But guys, we're not teaching you the butt drag, but this is again where it comes from. You get these grips so that I can stop him from single legging me and double legging me as I run behind. Now it's okay, because if he tries to wrist roll me now, I can run over there, start to drop. See, I can put my foot here and stop that roll, and now I'm in control. I can get a hold of a 2-on-1, break the guy down. So I'm looking good. Now, enough with that stuff. They say it's a no-no, but in jiu-jitsu, we do it. Let me show you. This is what I like. When I'm out here in the sprawl, and he's trying to go behind me, or trying to take me down, I bury the head. I go right in front of the neck. And in wrestling, you'll learn a crossface. Now, usually it's not done off a single leg, but sometimes it can be done. A crossface looks like this in wrestling. Very good. You combine it with an ankle or a butt, and it's a powerful hold. You get here and you bump the guy over, and you can roll him right to his back. Great, simple technique. However, I don't want that, because that gets me into side control, and I want to finish. So when I'm here, instead, I slip my hand right on the near side. And you see how he still has my leg with his left hand. So wrap around over there. Just walk freely. There you go. See that? He still has my leg. So now what I do, keep coming around, the back side. So now I take this hand and I bring it around. And now what happens is we lock a seatbelt. Now, the choke arm, which is my left, gets grabbed by my right hand. That grabs the choke arm. I go right here. I make a good solid grip, okay? And then the wrist, the radius, it pushes into his neck and his chest. Here, pulled in. Everything's tight. Vacuum seal everything. Suck it up to here. And then, now he's trying to drive forward with a double leg, and it's really hard for him in this position. Now, wrestlers will think to themselves, this is bad, because he can hit me with that wrist roll. He can't really duck his head out with that other move that we showed, where his head pops out that way, because my arm is in front, so I'm keeping that snug. So that's not going to happen. But it does look like he could either roll me, or he could also left knee slide right here and kind of slide me right into my butt like this. Okay? It looks like he can do that. But here's why that stuff doesn't work. Because we have a choke that's coming. So anything that he does, I keep my hips here. My hips are like this. I'm sprawling. Go back and look at that arm around the backside. Look at his arm. Hurry. Hurry. See that? See that right here? Just hold that leg. Hold that leg tight, Jesse. Good. Try to knee slide and take me down with a double. See that? Now look. Even if he starts to, see that? Look guys. Come right here. My right hand comes up as he's reaching for that double leg. My left hand goes to his neck. And I'm tight now. So what happens is everything in Jesse's brain that he wants double leg tells him, uh-oh, something's wrong. And he goes to his neck. Now I grab his wrist, and as I do that, it makes him turn away, and I put my hook in. See that? Now as I put my hook in, I'm gonna start myself like getting up here, and then sliding my knee behind his back, and then I get my hooks. You don't have to be too far away, Maria. There you go. And then the rest is history. We'll get our rear naked choke, and we'll be good to go, okay? So, if he tried to roll me, let's say I was here and I went like this, and my hip is down, and he tries to side roll right there. Go. See that? I drop into this position. My hook drops in. He may be trying to keep it out, but my hook will drop in. I'm still in a good position. Remember, in wrestling, I'm on my back right now, and his back is on my chest. So he kind of pushes up like a Peterson, and now I'm getting pinned. But in jiu-jitsu, I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna go under his back and go like this if he lifts his hips. And if he stays down and tries to play from here, that's fine too. I'm playing my game to put my hook. Or I could also bridge and then come up. As I come up, I could sit him in the seated position and then go for the hooks from here. So this is not that bad of a position, you guys. It's not that bad, okay? So sometimes when you have quick grapplers, they'll take the back immediately. So, you know, I'll be in this position and he'll think he's gonna drop to his right side and wrist roll me, but I'll step around and I've already got the back. It doesn't matter, okay? So we wanna know how to lock the seatbelt when we're out in front. When you first start, it gets confusing. I taught a bunch of beginners tonight, and when I taught the beginners, they're in the front. They don't understand the difference between a front headlock and a seatbelt. See that? And a seatbelt. They think this is a seatbelt, yeah, but when they're in the front, they don't see it. So they lock like this. This is not right. So if I want to lock around the arm and the head, I would have to go over to one side like this and then go this way. Or if I was to go the other side, I would lock this way, okay? And always remember, choke arm gets protected by the one underneath, okay? Now, you're gonna have people in the turtle, in jiu-jitsu, hiding from the hooks. If you have a beginner, they don't know much, they're gonna be wide open. We're just gonna set the hooks and we're gonna take the back and choke. But we wanna know how to use the seatbelt. So again, I'm not gonna go behind like a wrestler, like this, and then try to go here. Because even this position, all Jesse does is he takes his right knee, slides it that way, and sits to his right butt cheek. No, you don't have to pick it up. Just like that. And then now, he gets me in the guard, and I'm stuck on top. So remember that. When you go behind someone, you don't want them to get the guard. They also sometimes get fancy, and when you run behind, they may do a shoulder roll, and then now you'll roll right into a triangle, or the guard that way. Even if I didn't end up in the triangle, you may have this problem where you go here, he rolls, and then you're here. So you don't want that to happen. So what do? I connect my seatbelt from the front. Okay, so we're gonna be working a series off this week. I go here. So now, once I'm coming around, if he wants to sit now, I'm connected. See that? Now I've got the top hook in, and now my elbow's here on the bottom. He's trying to hip escape out like that, and I'm pressuring to get him here so I can sit and take him over to get this hook. Okay, and now I'm good to go. Then you can go to choke arm on the top side, or if you like it on the bottom side, you'll finish choke arm on the bottom side. It's up to you how you like to grapple. Okay, so you're here, then I pull it out, and I'll get that rear naked. So we want to understand, lock that seatbelt from the front. So you can do a drill where your opponent's here. You're directly in the front. You make a little angle, and you connect the seatbelt. You make a little angle and connect the seatbelt. Just walk around Maria and get these different looks. Connect the seatbelt. Connect the seatbelt. Connect the seatbelt. connect the seatbelt right there. And then once you have it, it's very simple from here. Next comes around, I go near hook, far hook, pull him down, and go for the back. And finish that rear naked. Take my hooks, pull my hooks in towards the groin, squeeze my thighs, extend my opponent so that my opponent's like doing a back arch. I don't want him crunched and ball up. Like pull your knees to your chest and ball up. See, like if I'm here, he's hard to choke. He can defend himself. So when you guys get this kind of position, let's say I was back in the seatbelt, he'd crunch up. I want to extend him. So now try to crunch. See where you are? Now look at your neck. Try to keep your chin down. Look, it gets under his chin. When you guys have a guy in a ball, crunch up in a ball, now I try to go under his chin, it's really hard. Let alone, it's easy for his hand to access your fingers with your right hand. Yeah, he can access my fingers all day long. So when I extend him, and he goes for my fingers now, he can't reach my fingers. Look at that. Reach. Then I take it out, I clean this up, I make sure this hand can never come and get those babies. I might even play a little bit. Yeah. And then now, hand behind the head, pop the hand up. Always go here, and then I'm ready to go. Okay? Lights out. Jesse, what do you think?
I think it's amazing. Great
Of course.
details.
What is he gonna say? It's my channel. I mean, is he really gonna say it sucks?
Look, I tried this stuff out tonight. It works.
So, guys, you get a guy in a sprawl, don't think you have to lock the seatbelt when you go behind. Lock it from the front. Already have it in position. Later on, I'm gonna show you guys some cool stuff, how to get the back. All right, we gotta put it to rest. Thank you guys so much. Teach Me Grappling, click like, share it with your friends. I'm back, and then click those links down below in the description box. In the comment section, let Maria know that she did a great job videotaping. She'd be very happy to read that. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. We're out. Look at how happy.